cackled in your sleep. Got it.
Hell
Yes. From all my my sleep sprinting.
Well, as long as you're prepared, that's all that matters.
All the sleep paralysis demons.
Sleeps in
Hell
full hockey pads.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got my Kaiju number 8 up.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
what episodes did you watch?
I've actually watched through 10.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
We have
So-
also done that.
Wow.
I've done that
So
too. I did that
If
yesterday.
we wanna record a double episode, we can do the next 4. But
I mean,
I absolutely do need to get off sometime around like 5:30. So we
okay.
got like 2 hours to burn this bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have notes for 9 and 10, but
Well, we can wait then and do those Saturday, but I have watched them.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'd be down to do them Saturday. Also, we are live on YouTube and we are recording. Welcome to the
Oh,
Mega
hi.
Monster Cast. We are talking about Kaiju number 8, episodes 7 and 8. We will apparently be talking about 9 and 10 earlier than expected, which is going to be nice. But yeah, with me are Alex and Josh. I am Nick.
I'm
And
Josh.
we
Hi,
are
guys.
gonna truck right into our Kaiju number 8 recap. The
We get a cold
episode,
open with this one.
episode 7 starts with a small recap of what happened in the last episode, where we get that moment where Iharu and Ichikawa run into the dude from the cleanup crew.
Our titular character for this episode.
Yep, Kaiju number 9.
Hell yeah.
We get the cleanup crew are looking for him as well, they're looking to see if they can see Kafka and Ichikawa using binoculars as they are waiting to do their jobs. And then it cuts away to number 9 shooting Iharu. That he does the whole freeze a death beam thing.
Yeah, but it's far more grotesque. Like
yeah.
he loads up biomass or something into his finger and totally freeze a death beams.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Ugh.
Just becomes like this bulbous fingertip and then it shoots out.
I don't like the fact that it's all bulbousy.
Oh, I love it. That's the best part of his character design is that he gets real grotesque real quick.
Yeah, the cleanup crew also notes that new guy is missing, and we know where he is.
Yep.
Where's he
He's
at?
freezing death beam.
Yep. He freezes the death beams and then he turns back into his kaiju form, which so something I've noticed about his design, which I kind of dig about, like that it has like a lot of synergy between the kaiju that are like running wild of this episode and him is he like has kind of like a mushroom thing going on with his head shape.
Yeah.
And we have all these fungi kaiju running around the last couple of episodes, so it kind of works.
Yeah, and I really like his design, and this is the first episode I listened to the English voices, and his voice actor plus his character design
is peak, right?
It's so chef's kiss. Like,
Oh, yeah.
He's such a prick. I love it so much.
Yep. Oh, there's
It's
a
that
few
reverb
lines.
they give him in there too at the end of
all
his
the
voice.
kaijus, all the kaijus have a stacked voice with a lower pitched. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 stacks of their voice pitched down a few times, so you can really distinguish. And Kafka gets it too in his kaiju form.
Yep.
Yeah, you can really hear him when he's yelling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But man, I love like when you expect the kaiju to be or kaiju number 9 to be reacting to shit later on in the episode. It's just kind of like, huh, what's this?
Yep.
That my torso?
Yep. Oh, that was such a good moment. That was like easily my favorite moment of the episode.
That right there, I have a note here that I was like, Nick is gonna love this because that for me was the moment that was my Ginga moment.
Yep.
I'd like to get big soon.
Yep.
No, so Josh, there's this scene where in Ginga where the Ultraman is a action figure, and they're trying to activate him to make him big and everything like that, and he gets like they get like blown up and he gets tossed around and you just see a shot of him going across the screen going, I wish I was big soon, or I'd like to get big soon. It's so silly.
Did they give him the little hawk tour?
Oh God, that's
I don't
topical.
know what
And
that means.
that definitely
That's
won't
gonna
get
date
old.
it.
Yeah, this isn't gonna like give it a hard timestamp for when this happened.
But it's a hard timestamp for only those in the know because I missed it.
Yep. Yep. There's gonna be like a bunch of 13-year-olds that are gonna think we're real fucking lame in a few months.
Oh my god, you just have to.
Yep. So
Well,
something
you're
else.
right, 13-year-olds. I am lame.
So something that I like, which I'm hoping they. Well, I know this will get brought up eventually because this show is really good about having payoff. Is number 9 is planning on taking at least one of them back with him someplace, and he
Right.
says that
Mhm.
he would hate to go back empty-handed. So there's some reason why he would hypothetically have to take somebody back with him, which I kind of like. Like
That's
it
kind
Yeah.
of
adds to the mystery.
Well, and too, he's like, I need a live specimen.
Mhm.
But later on, and this is a little earlier, just because we're discussing this now. Later on in the episode, he has the ability, the free willing availability to take a human with him live. Instead, chooses to eat them and possess them. So I think it's specifically he wants a Defense Force member.
Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Um,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Thanks, Josh. Good talk.
yep. Josh can't say too much. Josh is like almost caught up with the manga. He is so far ahead of us.
I hate you so much.
I'm one book away. I can't talk.
Yep,
You are the worst. You're not going to be able to contribute to these conversations.
Oh, I can.
he can.
No,
He just has to be very subtle. But
That's
yeah,
guess
something I'm not good at.
So wait for the next season of the Mega Monster Cast where we're doing book time with the mangas. Because
wouldn't be
apparently we're not
against
going to
it.
wait for the friggin' show.
No, fuck it. I'm not waiting 5 years.
That's fair. So also really like that number 9 mentions that he's figured out how to jam comms, so nobody can come and help him. Like
Yeah, he's
nobody
created
can
some
help
kind
these
of like
guys.
field.
Yeah, it's like he's using some kind of power to keep like physical beings at bay too. He does take note that I can't quite hit you. My accuracy is off. And he continues to make note of this as the episode goes on too.
And we get the flip side of Ichikawa in a flashback is talking with Kikoru, and she tells him that it seems like his attacks are magic, but it's based on like wherever he's pointing, which kind of makes me wonder if like we're shown the whole bulge thing for our own benefit, and maybe that happens too fast most of the time for human eyes to perceive. Like maybe it's a for the
we don't
audience
really
thing.
Yeah, because like we don't really see the projectiles. Like a few times it does look like it's just instant. But I think the bulging implies that it is a projectile.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if like maybe so like we're shown the bulging thing to show like what's happening, but maybe from Ichikawa's perspective, he just points his finger and there's just like a weird like momentary like shift before it fires.
Maybe, but then I think
'Cause he
it would
does-
because I think it would undermine the threat later when he goes okay and pulls out all the like the backpack shit. I think that is for the enemy's benefit because they see impending doom before it happens, and I don't think it just looks like a bunch of like index fingers coming out from his back. I think the bulge is meant to be both for our benefit and just a part of his power set.
Okay.
I mean, if I saw somebody
my
coming
head
at me with the giant bulge in his hand, I'd be scared.
That would be definitely concerning. I'd be concerned.
Oh yeah. So let's see.
Ichikawa figures out like almost immediately that he needs to dodge because of that flashback.
Yep. So he doesn't like.
Would
He
have done
takes hits,
Piccolo
but
proud.
not like not like debilitating hits. Like he's still able to function, and sometimes he completely dodges. Um, so something I really enjoyed. There's a flashback to Iharu during their training, and he's worried that he's topped out on what he can do at 20% of the suit's potential unleashed. That it's shown like during their training exercises, Iharu stalled out for 2 weeks at 20%, and he's worried that that's just where he's going to be, which is still like what most veterans top out at.
But
So
he's
it's
got
not
to
a
be
Yeah,
more.
so like the perspective here is a little bit skewed.
But at the same point in time, he also has Ichikawa, who I don't know what Ichikawa's percentage is right now, but the way he speaks,
18?
yeah, well, the way
No,
he,
I think it's still higher than Iharu's.
yeah, because Iharu, the way he speaks about it, he implies that at some point Ichikawa passed him. So sometime in in those 2 weeks of being caught at that percentage, he managed to pass Iharu's percentage. At least that's the way I read into that scene.
Yeah, that's kind of how I read it too.
Which is kind of a fun one because like that's the Ichikawa rivalry. Like we had all the rivalries set up, and Iharu is clearly supposed to be his rival. So having that moment of like we get a flashback to Iharu freaking out because Ichikawa just passed him, and he's worried that he's hit the limit of what he can do, whereas Ichikawa is still growing, is kind of like a cool moment.
Yeah, I think they're doing Ichikawa's character pretty well.
Mhm. I'd say again, most if not all these characters are really, really well developed. Like you know immediately
Yeah.
who they are and what they're about.
I wish they'd show us more of that contingent of girls.
I
I
mean,
don't
we get
even
a
know their
little
name. I
more.
want to know that blue-haired chick's name. I want to know her name. She's a Saiyan. I'm saying it right now.
Valid. She is
No,
taller
she's
than
not
like
important at
everybody
all.
else. She doesn't get a name. She's just
Yeah,
Kikoru's
she
friend. She's friend
Sh-
B.
She's just blue hair girl.
Yep.
damn
Uh,
it.
but yeah, we also get that moment, the whole like extra limb attack thing, which is dope. And Iharu
Hmm.
like jumps in to try to save Ichikawa.
Yeah, he's scary.
I mean, that's also just like a really solid beat for Iharu. Again, like they do really good jobs about like developing these characters and having, even though Iharu is worried that Ichikawa's past him and that he's at the highest point he'll ever be, like still putting himself in the line of fire to try to save him is like a really good beat.
He gets really actually like he goes all the way from sad and competitive to like protective
Mhm.
of Ishikawa, and I think he says something to the effect of, "I will not let you kill him and let him stop. I won't let you stop him."
Yep.
Like definitely, like these two episodes are very much character development for the team.
Yep.
This
Oh yeah.
is this is meet the team. Let's learn who they are and get some character dynamics. I am here for it. They do, like you say, I think they really do a good job at developing these characters here.
Except for apparently Hakura.
Is that her
I'm
name?
waiting for it.
It is.
Okay, cool.
That is her name.
I also didn't know it. It took
I
me a
don't think
long
it's
time to learn most of the
I don't
names
think it's
though.
been stated. Yeah, has it?
One time I think.
Maybe okay.
Okay. I mean, like
There's a
again,
lot of names that I'm not familiar with getting thrown around in this show. I'm having to learn on the fly.
yep.
Come on now.
I dedicated a good chunk of my notes at one point to just like going back through and listing off characters' names and what they looked like so I would remember them.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the subtitles because it usually gives the name of the person who's talking, and I'm like, exposure, exposure, exposure.
Yep.
Then with your old age, your hearing's going bad.
True. True.
So number 9 specifically wants to make sure like no one will escape. Um, it's impossible to escape number 9 like for a normal human. I mean, obviously we get some some not normal humans in this, which is great, but like for Iharu and Ichikawa, there's no chance they're gonna escape.
He's a
And
complete dick right here. He just starts shooting him
mhm,
point blank while he's just dying on the ground.
Yep.
But he's like pulling his punches while he's doing it, just to be like, "Aha! How about now? And now? And
Well,
now?"
he wants to hurt him. He doesn't want to kill him because again, he has to take one of them back alive at least. So
He's basically just like, "Why are you not unconscious yet?"
I think he's trying to figure out which one he's gonna take back. I think like he eventually leans towards Ichikawa is the right choice, but I think initially he's just trying to figure out which one he's gonna take, and that's why he's doing this because he only needs to take one.
Oh
Yeah,
god, all the
and then he
blood.
goes, "Well, I don't need you anymore," and tries to shoot him.
Yep.
Iharu.
Yep. We also
Oh,
get
we do get the character development and like bromance of Iharu and Ishikawa coming out with him going like, "I'm testing out electric rounds."
Yep. I liked that. I wrote that down too because that was kind of like Iharu's big thing is he's been using the freezing rounds, so it was cool uh seeing that Iharu wanted to use like the electric
Lightning.
rounds because they're like also a new type of round for them.
Lightning bolt. Absolutely cool. Loved it.
You're stunned.
And then we get the whole bit of that trick won't work on me twice.
Yep.
As he's just blocking everything.
Yeah, he goes definitely into Jedi speed. So real. You can tell that he's toying with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially with using a wall of corpses as a shield.
That was pretty wicked.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I love
That
that too,
has like a name, Kaiju Kinesis.
That's great. I love it. No, that's fantastic.
God, his character design is just it's quite interesting.
Mhm.
So after the wall, he like pops out of the wall of corpses and like gets in a nice one-liner on Ishikawa and then just melts him.
Yep. Just a shit ton of shots all at once. And everybody's
So
freaking out.
apparently comms and sensors aren't working inside the range of Kaiju number 9, but their vital signs are still being transmitted.
Well, no, they went off.
Oh, is that okay? That would be enough to be like, oh, I've lost their vitals, I've lost everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not good stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I would imagine like especially considering like I think they would be paying attention to that more now, in part due to the fact that Vice Captain Hoshina wants them to pay attention for if vital signs disappear since Kafka's whole thing. Like that's actually kind of well set up at this point because he's noticed that vital signs dropped for Kafka. I would guess he was having them pay attention to make sure like if anyone's vital signs disappear, let me know.
Hoshina is nobody's fool.
Oh yeah, no, he's on. He might be my favorite character in the show right now.
Yeah, he's one of the best characters.
Yep.
He's one of the best. I have a hard time deciding my favorite. I love the teal haired guy. I love that guy.
Yep. I think his name is.
I can't remember his name.
Izumi, I think that's his last name, but Izumi. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
So
Izumo.
okay, Izuma. Yeah. So we get the moment where like Iharu again this is a lot of development for Iharu.
Yeah.
Tries to like use the his gun to try to stop
My friend.
yep, to
He's
try to
gonna
save
kill them.
yep, to try to save Ichikawa and the gun's broken. He can't do anything anymore.
It just reminds me of Trolls 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill him. Then he's gonna kill me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so then Kafka shows up and we get that great moment of why can I see my torso from behind?
Oh, my head's been punched off.
Yep.
Did my head get knocked off?
Such a good moment. Like that worked so well. That was stupidly well done.
I would say that the
Number
episode
9's commentary is just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we were kind of not leaning into the comedy aspects of this show for maybe the last 2-3 episodes. So we needed something to break and break into comedy again. That was well played, well paid off. Loved it.
Oh yeah. Well, and I love that it's played so deadpan too. Like for him, it's just oh, okay, that makes sense. This probably isn't good.
Probably do. I like how he picks his head up like it's a fucking hat and just like.
Yep.
He's just so unconcerned, and I want to hurt him.
Yep. It's so good. But well, I mean, he gets hurt
It's
a lot though.
I just want to be him.
I love how janky his teeth look the minute you see him next. He's just like all scraggled too. Just I'm all fucked up.
Yep. I love the fact that like everything he tries to do to stop Kafka, like shoot him, like block things, anything at all, tries to run away, anything. Kafka's just immediately like, nope, fuck you.
I'm here.
Like to the point where he manages to expose number 9's core, which we do like. Again, I love that this show does a really good job of paralleling things because we get that parallel in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
But like we find out like he manages to expose the core. He's getting ready to kill the core, like to kill him, destroy the core, and then the defense force shows up.
God damn defense force.
Yep, they've shown up, and this is thrown off Kafka completely.
See, that's what he gets for doing the whole like I'm a badass, don't stand above you thing.
Mhm.
Just finish the job. Just do it. Why is that so hard?
You don't have to have the last line. Save the last line until you've already won.
Yep.
Shoot him and go cowabunga, bitch.
Yep. So we also get the flashback, which plays on one of Kafka's powers that I really like, that isn't like a visual one, where we get the flashback of him going off to try to save Ichikawa, and he's talking to Kikuru, and he says, if it's number 9, I can probably sense him. So it's playing on that idea that Kafka is able to sense either other kaiju, specifically like strong kaiju.
Yeah.
Just we gotta roll it back here for Kikuru. How the fuck did she just yank that sign out of the ground?
Oh, I loved that too. Her cutting the kaiju in half with the sign is great.
Yes.
Who needs guns when you have the traffic authority?
Well, she has the gun. She's like, oh, well, this isn't strong enough anymore. Funk.
Yep. I mean,
that is some foreshadowing if I've ever seen it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not at all.
No, nothing. Of course not. But yeah,
definitely not a lot of stuff being foreshadowed in the intro.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's not even just in the intro, in the outro, there's a lot too.
Oh, there's a shit ton in the outro too.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
I don't watch the outros, and I'm compelled to watch the intro.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. Great. Like that song is a slapper.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, no, I loved that that moment where she cuts the kaiju in half with the sign. You gotta remember, she's using over 50% of that suit's power at this point. Like she probably can't just rip a sign out of the ground. But yeah, we get the defense force. We get Kaiju number 9 manages to escape. I love the way he escapes, where he turns to dust in the wind.
Yeah, that's not gonna come back at all.
Yep, no, of course
not
at
all.
And then
he does take 2 shots for the defense force.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's that being played up like, oh, what's going on here?
Why'd he save us?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we get the bit of Kaiju number 9 going. Oh no, is it Kaiju number 9 that notes that Kafka's fighting like a human, or is it Hoshino, or is it both?
I think both. Yeah, both realize it by the end of the next episode.
Okay, but I think Kaiju number 9 noticed it first.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean, he also
Kaiju
fought
literally
it
goes, "You
first.
fight very human."
For a Kaiju, you fight very much like a human.
Yep. Yeah, by the end of the next episode, both sides have realized that like there's something weird about number 8. But we also get the setup for one of the best fights in the show
Yes.
at the end of this, where Hoshina is ready to attack Kafka, and he asks to have his limiter overridden, and we find out what his percentage that he can use of the suit is, which is 92%.
Which is pretty threatening.
Yep.
I like how you mentioned when we were talking in private, like it's just a real fuck off number.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's just a big fuck off number.
Yep. Josh was there when I was taking my notes for these episodes. I'm like, yeah, that's such a fuck off number to hear.
Yeah, like I give it 2 seasons before we do the Dragon Ball thing. It's over 9,000. You're at 140%.
Yep. Brain is literally going to turn to mush.
Yeah, because up until this episode, later in this episode, do we get the concept of overheating, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say you're right. Yeah.
So that it's not just a power suit with no limits. It definitely does have some like, what is it? It's some Ultraman energy.
Yep. You have to have like there's some sort of limit. If you don't have a limit, then like you can just keep
have
doing
that
shit
color
forever.
timer.
Yep. I really
If you don't know what we're
episode.
talking about, check out our other episode.
Yeah, that episode will go up soon. I still need to sit down and edit it. I had a busy weekend. Yeah. So no, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was like,
oh yeah, they do just show one of the things off right there in the fucking outro.
I told you.
I never noticed it,
dude. I told you. There's
oh
definitely
god, what am I
some
missing?
straight up stuff there.
I know how bad I've been told how bad intros and outros in anime are for like not letting you enjoy a show in the moment. So I just actively skip intros and outros in almost all media now until it's like my second watch through.
Well, the intro in this one does it so well by just blending everything and not showing you very specific like parts.
Yep. Yeah, if you notice, there's like a Kikoru thing that like has been in it's been in the end of every episode pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the outro would have spoiled like the third episode right there.
Dude, it spoils episode like 9 or 10.
10.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh look, there's the fucking axe.
Yep, the axe is immediately like almost.
I've never watched the outro. This is terrible.
Oh no, it spoils so much shit for you if you pay too close
attention.
Attention.
Why do this?
That's why I'll listen to the outro song, but most of the time I just kind of walked off while it was playing and did other shit.
I'm so ready to get to the next episode. I just immediately hit skip to next.
Yep.
The axe is in the intro.
I want more.
I know, but
it's like it's not. But it's not. But
it's so subtle though.
Yeah.
No, we'll see. It's not subtle. It literally it takes up the entire screen in that kaleidoscope.
Yeah, but you don't see Kiriko with it.
That's what I'm saying, because I think I said this in our first or second episode recording that I was getting prototype vibes. I was thinking we were gonna get like axe hands, like Venom from Sony's Venom, you know.
Mm-hmm. And instead,
but
no, it's prototype.
Yep. No, it's.
I'm gonna play Prototype and Prototype 2.
Oh, yeah, you play those horribly designed games.
They're fine. They're fun.
They were okay for
Hate you so much.
Anyway, let's get on to episode.
Weren't even close to fit them.
Josh, episode 8. We're gonna get to the part where Hoshina and Kafka actually fight because that was dope.
It was so fucking dope.
Dude, like, because this is where we get to see what he's like Hoshina's capable of. Because we saw like the slice and dice thing with the fungi kaiju, but this is where we get
his instant transmission.
Like ching.
Yeah, it was so neat. Mm-hmm. Like way to just show off the character in a moment.
Yep.
I love
That's
the art style of now I'm powered up and I glow purple.
Mm-hmm.
His Sharugan eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, the eyes too, right?
Also,
Kafka immediately takes a boxing stance.
Yep. A boxing stance.
Because
Oh
shit! He pulled it out.
Yep.
He pulled his kaiju out.
Yep. I built this over the course of a couple weeks, on and off.
And he hid it from us, that son of a...
No, I hid it from you. Alex has known about it.
Yeah, I've known it was there.
That was, you remember there was like one day you popped in when it was a me and Alex episode,
Yeah.
and I told you had to leave because I was doing something.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, that was it.
Throwing stuff now.
But no, like the fight between them is really good. It makes me wonder what a fight between them, like going both all out, would be like, because like obviously Kafka's going all out on defense, but he's not really actively trying to hurt Hoshina. Like he doesn't want to hurt him.
Right.
But he also has to at least try to put up a good fight in order to defend himself.
I do love how Hoshina gets, like, he's a little cocky in this fight too.
Oh yeah.
Until the very end.
Yeah, you kind of see him get into the groove a little bit, but yeah, after Hoshina exposes Kafka's core for the first time, I think Kafka steps it up.
Oh yeah. Well, I think at that point he realizes if I don't do something, I'm gonna die. He's clearly gonna cut my core.
We get the introduction of the just atrociously named techniques.
Yep.
No, they're cool.
Just the amount of named moves.
It's the most anime shit they could have done.
Oh yeah, it was great.
He's got what, 6 named techniques, I think.
Yes.
Yep, at least 6.
We do get the counter attack that actually ends the fight.
Mm-hmm. The punch on the sword,
where he creates a mouth to
creates
a sword.
Yes,
that was
and
dope.
captures the sword.
That was cool. That was the first time in a while that, because like I had almost forgotten that Kafka's body doesn't have to just be in that, like obviously we have like the punch thing and like the projectiles he shoots down into the ground to anchor himself, but I had kind of forgotten that like his body is able to like shift more than that. Like I know we saw that in episode 2 when he got hungry, but like this is the first time it's brought back up. Like no, his body doesn't have to look just like that.
Yeah, it's super weird. They do a few things in the development of this show that I really didn't expect, and one of them is that we don't really see we don't see like any training montage for Kafka. He just like when he's in kaiju mode, he just knows what to do, how to do it, which I'm not sure I needed a training montage, but it does feel kind of weirdly unearned.
Well, I mean, you gotta remember, there's 2 beings right there.
We haven't addressed that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're just going to assume that the other being is the one like, hey, rocket punch.
Yeah. I'm a little.
I love how he literally can use fuel and create jets.
So
And a rocket punch was, spoiler that'll come back around eventually.
Oh, dude.
Oh, he basically used rocket punch right there when he was that sword.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, he's done the punch on the in what was it, episode 4? He did the punch too, the rocket punch.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's no spoilers.
Yeah, we didn't spoil anything. Just
unless somebody's been watching ahead of time, Alex.
Manga reader.
But yeah,
it's different.
It's not different. It's worse. You're actively worse.
So Kafka manages to punch the sword out of his hand, and he gets away. And that's kind of how the fight ends. It ends on like a draw of Hoshina
in an
is
epic
aware.
facepalm.
Well, Hoshina's aware, like, that it was a really weird fight.
Oh yeah.
Leans more on some of the ideas that he's had about number 8.
Yeah, just the sheer defensive posture and the fact that he's like, he could have killed me right then.
Yep.
But he did.
He aimed for the sword instead of for me.
Also, your sword is captured. Who holds on? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wiggle it. He's trying to wiggle it.
Well, so
you gotta use the other knife to cut around the meat to get the other knife out.
So this is just me like headcanoning a little. We haven't seen any kaiju besides Kafka and number 9 who can change their physiology.
Oh shit, yeah.
These are the only 2 so far we've seen who like actively change their own physiology. Like,
yeah,
we have
I
the
guess
one
so.
that heals, but like the one that heals its horns, but it didn't do it itself. That was number 9 meddling with it. And we have
and 2, like, healing is different than transmogging. Like some lizards can grow their tail back regeneratively, not turn it into an axe.
Yeah. So I think this is
But
like a
what
situation.
if?
And we have our kaiju number. Pick a number.
Yep.
I'm not gonna spoil the numbers that I know about yet.
Yep.
Me neither.
Yeah. But no, Josh probably knows most of them now, but no, so I genuinely think that Hoshina was caught
We'll
off
never
guard by
get-
this.
Oh yeah.
Like
Definitely.
it was probably a situation where he's never run into a kaiju that can actively change its own physiology to adapt to a fight.
Yeah, it's probably like
I think
what
it
the
might
fuck?
be implied that this is novel for everyone.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's directly stated that kaiju with the ability of speech is novel to the universe. So I think, yeah, just back to back. This is kind of like how Pacific Rim starts, basically with like, threat category 4s are a normal thing now. Where the second one that you see the whole movie is a category 5, the first one ever. It's immediate escalation.
Well, and we can actually talk about this because it happens at the very end of this episode. We get a third kaiju that can speak. At the very end of this episode, he speaks a few lines.
He's so fucking cool.
By far my favorite design.
Oh, he's awesome. I love this design. But no, before that, we got to talk about the training.
I think that number 8 is still cooler, but like of the non-titular characters, number 10 is fucking sick.
Spoilers.
Dude, so good. But no,
can't say his name till the end of the episode.
Before that,
it's in the subtitles.
Yep. No, before that, we get
you douchebag.
We get that Kafka gets back to Kikuru, apologizes about like
she's clearly happy to see him, and then shuts it the fuck down.
Yep.
It's like,
yeah. I love that bit. Kikuru is very, very easily growing on me here.
Oh yeah, she's
see, told you. And then fucking Mina.
Yep. Well, no, we also get the reveal on that all the current med tech is based off of kaiju regenerative properties. So that's how they're able to heal people so fast, is they're literally using like med tech directly based upon kaiju regen abilities, which I think is kind of we got the impression of that with the whole Kikuru inside of the regen tank, but this is like the official, no, this is what our medicine is based off of now moment.
Just injecting monster juice in people.
Yep. Just taking all that monster goo and putting it inside of people.
Okay, there was it. There it is. I quit the podcast.
Again. Yep. We had to wait for it to happen again.
I've said worse to you. Get your ass back here.
It's once every episode, I swear to God.
Yep.
There's always something.
Yep.
I just can't believe it's just the injection of juice into someone that
It's,
broke
you
it
know,
this
just
time.
come on, man. We were having such a lovely day.
Are you telling me you wouldn't have a lovely day getting a bunch of monster goo in you? 18+ podcast, guys.
Yep. I age locked to this thing. We're fine. It's restricted.
I want to pull up the Uncle Roger. Sorry, children.
But no, so we also get what I think is one of the funniest moments in this episode, which is
The
Hoshina's kind of
Kikaru
down.
moment.
No, I was gonna say Hoshina being down in the dumps and Mina coming over to take a picture of it.
Oh yeah, that moment is great. I love the whole I must record this. Just super dry, just click. And why would you do that?
Just that moment.
The sad thing is I've done that to Ally.
You did.
There's one time like he was having...
I think you've done that to me like several times actually.
Yeah, there was that like one you were having the shittiest fucking week, and then you were just about to leave. So I made someone we were close to go out and buy him a princess cake, and I scooped out a big fucking scoop in the middle and just like lick right when he saw it. Walked away. He left it in his fucking car, so it was all melted too.
It had the lowest presentation quality to it, which made it all the better. It was like, here's your shitty present at the end of your shitty week. Click, fucker.
That's pretty great.
Oh man. We had a pretty good competition for fucking with each other at that gig.
I won, by the way.
You won. Josh won. There's no
every fucking time.
It's only a competition because I say that word. He just staggered me.
And Sean.
And Sean. Sean was the bigger victim. I was the accomplice.
Fuck.
Anyway.
Yep.
That was good. I forgot about that.
So
I saw the photo.
I know you have that. You said that to me like every 2-3 years.
So
it's actually every year.
I think, but in comparison, I think that was great too. Like Kafka gets this whole like touching moment with Kiriko and or Kikaru rather, and then he's like, "All right, time to go be a hero. I need to go save Ichikawa and Ihiru." And you see Kikaru go, "And what the fuck do you think you're gonna do?" Just holding onto the back of his suit.
Using only 2% of her power at that point.
Yep.
She was probably like 0%, just actually holding on to him.
Inside voice.
It's great too. That was great too. Inside voice on comms, please. Now go ahead.
I
fucking love that.
This episode. Another great one. Hospital scene when when Ichikawa's thanking Kafka, and Iharu's just in the next bed, like, why the fuck are you thanking him? Number 8 came and saved us.
Like, yeah, remember how useful Kafka was towards the battle as a whole? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And just right. Kikaru just doing her damnedest to cover up the whole bit.
Yep. And Iharu just being too stupid to really read between the lines, like, oh, all right, yeah, I mean, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was.
Cool.
Thanks, old dude.
All right, thanks, man.
We did forget, like right before that though, we get a really grotesque scene with number 8 or number 9.
Yeah, number 9 eating the guy.
Where he just forms this grotesque looking human face and just
Yep. That was a good scene.
So now we kind of know, because he turns into him like he ate somebody beforehand.
Yeah.
He didn't just turn into someone.
Yeah, that's the implication.
Yep.
No, I genuinely, and like, we also get the reveal that now that he's able to turn into him, he turns into him sort of, but he's not really good at it yet, so he has to lay low and practice being this guy.
So we're probably gonna we're probably not going to get combat from him for a few more episodes, but we'll probably get some sneak peek to him. We'll find out later. There's other concerns that we need to address.
Yep.
No, it's fine.
No, it's not fine.
We
After
also get
after the hospital scene, we get the celebration party with the most adorable pop versions of Iharu and Ichikawa on this cake.
Where the fuck did they get those? Like, where you get something like that?
Well, I mean,
they 3D printed it, guarantee it.
Yeah.
Haruichi Izuma, who's the blue-green hair dude, is supposedly richer than Kikoru. That his family is the family that makes all the equipment for the defense.
He's the heir to a defense contractor fortune.
Yep, which means he's got like real fuck off money.
Yep.
Like, oh, your family makes weapons for a living. Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of fucking money.
Their industry makes the world go round, especially when you can fight kaiju.
Yep. When the world's trying to end.
This is easily the least awful version of having a character whose money is directly coming from a weapons contract.
He's a more polite version of Tony Stark.
Yep, he is a more polite version of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So how did you guys like the party scene? I really dug the way it would shift between like arguing to like
working together
back to arguing.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad they didn't just spend the whole time dissing Kafka. That I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Like
until they started dissing Kafka.
Yep.
Well, they diss him a few times for the hell of it. He loses the arm wrestle. He's a loud and boisterous asshole. Yep. Whatever. But like they didn't play him out to be like a drunk or like getting into fights for no reason.
Well, I mean,
like,
he is a drunk.
He does fit in. At least in part. So
yeah.
I appreciated that he wasn't just the butt of every joke.
I did write down though that he definitely had to have dislocated his arm during that arm wrestling match.
Oh my god, did he ever?
But he is seriously injured and he's playing it off. No, like that was a good scene, and then we get do we get Aoi, who's the blonde guy? Does he like stumble across the Haruichi talking to like his butler, I think, right?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I'm just going to bed.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that scene is also establishing that Haruichi doesn't have a good relationship with his dad, right?
Yeah, I think that's implied. Like, there's definitely some I haven't seen him in a long time energy. But like, I like how this scene, I think, because like you even pointed out that it sets up they go from arguing to workshopping to arguing. That I think what they're doing is they're setting up a bunch of like, instead of competitions, I think camaraderies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like that too a lot better because like I really didn't want there to be a whole bunch of Goku and Vegetas. I really would have much more liked to see teamwork.
The Goku and Krillin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'd like a little bit more of that in this kind of show, and I think they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Based on all of this, because we see the blonde and teal haired guys really form a good friendship a few times. Instead of a competition, we get Iharu and Ishikawa. Kafka, I don't know.
Kafka's a weird one because Kafka's
he's kind of a one-man team and the lowest member of the team. But
nah, he's going against Vice Captain.
Well, so he's got two rivalries.
But Kikoru's also not partnered up with anybody either. But they would be like the opposites colliding, teaming up, and we haven't seen them really working in tandem directly ever. I have no idea if they're gonna get a part of this team or if we're gonna get like some diversity in that dynamic. I'm not sure.
I think Kafka's supposed to be set up to be like to have rivalries with both Kikoru and Vice Captain Hoshina. I think like it's supposed to work in different ways where I get the impression.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to pin Kafka down.
Well, and I think you're supposed to get the impression that Kafka's rivalries are with like the people who have the most potential because he also has the most potential, just not obviously so. Like Kikoru clearly has the most potential of the cadets. Hoshina is absurdly powerful, and Kafka is also absurdly powerful because he has a world-ending Daikaiju level.
Well, and we see in the intro Kafka and Mina standing together in defense suits.
Mhm.
So if she has the highest potential of any character we've seen throughout the series, period. So
But
maybe
she also pushes
it's
him.
Huh?
She also pushes him just by making him do push-ups all the time.
I was about to say.
Don't say her first name.
She pushes him up.
Don't
and
say
down,
it.
and
Don't,
up and
don't
down.
say her first name.
Yep.
Mina?
50 push-ups.
Well, that ties in with the
You
next
know
scene.
I can't even stand up.
So that ties in with the next scene where Kafka is officially made an officer. Up until now, he was a cadet. Now he's an official officer, like the rest of the team. And he's made an officer in this private little ceremony with Mina. It's a real sweet moment. It means a lot to him. This is like him realizing that, he's coming a long way. He calls her by her first name again, and she makes him do 50 push-ups.
That's Captain to you.
Did he say her first name in this
Yeah.
scene?
Mhm.
Yeah, he keeps fucking up and calling her Mina, and that's why she.
No, it wasn't in
makes
this
him-
scene.
I thought it was.
I'm watching this scene right now. He does not use her first name. He uses her first name when it's the one-on-one scene with him saluting her. He doesn't fuck up in this scene.
No, he does.
The scene ends.
It's after the
them
flashback.
celebrating. No, it's not. I'm watching the scene, dude.
I have it here. He goes like
The
after
scene
the
fades out
flashback.
to them throwing him in the air. The team accepts him.
No,
it's
we're talking
literally
about
the
the
scene
next scene.
subsequent.
We're talking about
No,
the
we're
scene
talking
where it's
about
actually the
one-on-one.
ceremony. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one-on-one ceremony.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's not in the scene with the team.
You silly.
Well, y'all didn't mention the fact that like the team actually like fully accepts him in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, like it's again very good camaraderie energy coming around.
No, we don't care about them anymore.
Yep, no, they're all going to die in the next season anyway.
They die in the next episode.
This is going to be like Gantz. Everyone's going to die, and it's going to be super depressing. But yeah, so
as a non sequitur, Mina, after assigning him push-ups, says the name Kaiju number 8, pauses, says Kaiju number 9, and you see Kafka sigh visibly, as if she was addressing him as Kaiju number 8.
Yep, it's a good little moment, which
that was pretty fantastic.
All right, so question for you guys: do you think at this point she knows that he's number 8?
No.
Okay. Because I'm
No,
100% certain, like, Hoshina, he might not know, but he's pretty suspicious of Kafka. Like, everything that he's seen so far, he likes Kafka, but he's aware there's some, like, weird stuff going on with him.
Yeah, I think he's actively suspicious, and I think he's been so for a while.
And I don't think he's keeping that to himself.
Yeah, and I think Mina is keeping enough distance that she's not onto him.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. So we do get another really cool scene.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, we get before that the detail that it was actually Hoshina who was the one who managed to secure Kafka a position as an officer, that he was still like
it was his recommendation. Yeah.
And that is followed by Kafka seeing Hoshina doing imagery training in the gym, and he realizes that it's imagery training based on their fight because he's practicing how he's going to try to kill Kafka.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill him.
I would totally roll a character like Hoshina in D&D.
He's such a good character. Like,
I love his power set.
He's probably
gonna make a rogue.
Character.
Yeah, but like a lightning rogue. He's
get
cool.
some good assassin shit in there. Maybe some artificer, so you can make some like cool electro blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not just a rogue with flavor.
Yep. Yeah, no, he's a really fun character. He probably my favorite character.
And I think we get one of my another great humor line where Hoshin is just like, "Hey, I'm on your side, bud. Chill out."
Yep.
Or are you?
Again, that's definitely Hoshina being like, I'm on your side, unless you're Kaiju number 8, and then I'm gonna cut you in half.
Yeah.
I also love the headlock that he puts him in. Just those
The
little
what?
moments. Because doesn't he put Kafka in a headlock at one point?
Yeah, because Kafka gets all in his feelings and goes,
Yep.
"I'm gonna give my everything to the defense force," and he goes, "Oh yeah, what's that supposed to do? You're gonna give 110% of your 1%, huh?"
Yeah, and then he
And
gives
then we get the sweet moment.
I guess I can put 1% of my trust in you. And then we
While
get
he's
the
face down, ass up.
Yep.
Right. Never mind.
Yep. Then we get that dope intro to
Ah.
what is going to be the next like big the next episode, where it goes up into the sky and we see a bunch of wyvern style kaiju flying through the air, and there's one red figure standing on one of them.
And oh my god, the just
What a-
introduction with his teeth
Yep. Where he's
is
got like teeth within
ridiculous.
teeth. Like he's got like the whole shark thing going on where he's got outer teeth and inner teeth.
He's
Well,
literally
he's
instead
got
of
sharp
having,
and then like human, like
Yep.
well, yeah, I was gonna say instead of having incisors, canines, molars, he's got a row of incisors and then a fucking row of molars.
Yep.
mola.
His design's so good. I really like him.
Inside his mouth. It's like oh, it's gross and awesome all at once. It's not xenomorph quite, but
Like it's very evocative of that still. Like you get the feeling that H.R. Geiger was like an inspiration for some of these designs.
oh sure, I
Yep.
wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm so glad that we're getting like not a lot of repeat kaiju.
Mhm.
I mean, it's nice to like have some established things, but the way that they do kaiju designs in this show so far, give me more instead of repeats.
Yep. Which I think that also really works well for. So Josh was telling me that by the end of this season, we're done with like 5 volumes of the manga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like we are trucking along. Where I think this show really benefits from like the way anime's been going for the last couple of years, where it's a shorter run season that has like a lot of content in it and like higher quality animation.
Yeah, I'd rather stick to a consistent yet high quality animation. I think that makes it seem more consistent.
Mhm.
Which I would say that this show does really well at consistency because all the episodes are good for different reasons. They can give these character development moments a lot of air to breathe, and I'm not sitting there going, okay, I just want you to punch something.
Yep.
You know,
It doesn't feel
And
like filler.
it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like filler, which is really cool. Like keep me interested in the filler. Because it actually does a lot for the main plot line. Like I am now fully invested in several more of the characters than I was before they had names and personalities. It's so does the manga have a lot more like content in it? Like are we missing story beats by just watching the show then?
Not really.
Okay.
Sounds like they just aren't trying to stretch it from the sounds of things.
Okay.
Like there's 12 or 13 volumes out right now.
Okay, so we're looking at maybe like 3 seasons of the show.
Yeah.
Depending on like maybe more, depending on how long it runs, and like I would guess this
Well,
is going to be like a once a year, maybe once every other year show, where we'll get like a season next year or the year after.
Well, if through season 1 is volume 5 and there's 12 out, that's a little, just barely over 2
Mhm.
if the seasons are equivalent length.
Yeah, but I mean, I think this is a weekly series. I want to say. I think this is in like a weekly
It's been
magazine.
weekly.
So like they'll get
Is it
enough
a shonen?
material. Yeah.
It's not a
Uh,
shonen, is it?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
shonen.
Yep.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then it would, yeah, all right.
Yeah, so it's a weekly. So they have like if it runs for like a year, that guarantees you like another few volumes. So like hypothetically, we might get like 4, maybe 5 seasons out of the entire run, depending on how long the creator wants to make it.
Okay, so here's we've come to the end of the episode,
Mhm.
obviously. Here's my question at this point. Um, you remember how much of the social consciousness the first season of Attack on Titan took up?
No,
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 like
We
I'm
hate it.
fucking with you. No, I
oh,
know
okay.
how much it took up. I just
I'm
didn't
like, I
like
can't,
that
but
show.
then I'm on my own little island here. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yep.
Fuck
Uh,
Sacrified.
no, but like, no, I'm saying like, where does this stand as far as like social consciousness? Like, are people aware of this? Is this likely to take off?
I
Like,
mean,
how well is this doing reception wise? Because I'm personally loving this as one of one of my favorite animes that I've ever watched. So
mhm.
I really want this to continue. I have no complaints at this point. So, uh, where do we sit? How are we looking?
So, and this is me coming from my own point, like what I've seen. Like there, I've gone to Target and I've seen like volumes of the manga there. Uh,
Okay, that's fairly commercial success if it's
Yep.
getting into like your average department store.
I've seen like, I mean, the Kaiju number 8 shirt that I own, I bought at the mall. So like, it's
Okay,
doing well
Like
enough. Like it's not like it, it's guaranteed it's going to get another season. It's not going to get canceled or anything. Like it's doing well enough that we don't have to worry
we're
too
gonna
much
see how
about
it goes
that.
from here.
I don't
Okay,
think it's gonna like reach those highs of like it being like a huge cultural touchstone like Attack on Titan I didn't like, but you can't deny it was a really big success and it really hit a lot of parts of society. I don't think
yeah.
this is gonna do that, but I think it's not gonna like have problems. I think it's gonna sit in kind of the same spot as Chainsaw Man where it does well and then people kind of maybe forget about it a little bit until the next season comes out.
okay.
Yep. So there's
I'm still
12
gonna have to watch
volumes,
Chainsaw Man.
112 chapter or 102 chapters right now.
But it started in 2020, so
Yep.
Okay, it'd be nice if this took off. Like,
July
like I said,
4th, I think, is when the next volume hits, based
okay.
off what I'm reading.
like how likely are we to get spin-offs and video games and things like that? Do y'all think?
Bro, I want a video game of this
Video
so
game,
bad.
video game. I think we have a good chance of getting. Any show that gets like good success gets like some sort of video game. I think we'll get a Chainsaw Man one before we get that, but
Mm.
again, that's just because Chainsaw Man came out first.
I mean, Kaiju number 8 has like a really good. I think it would be a really simple thing to make a game loop
Mhm.
of. It doesn't like it could be its own spinoff, or it doesn't have to be Kafka either.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of potential there. I think that'd be really fun.
I think a good way of doing that would be like mission based things. So like level 1 you have to play as Kafka. Level 2 you play as like Ichikawa. Level 3 you play as Kikuru, that sort of thing. And it's like switching
Oh,
you
see,
through the various characters, and they
that
have
would be
different
fun. Like
styles.
have it be like multiple protagonists
Yep.
as well. Okay.
Yep.
They
See,
could
I was thinking more like again, kind of like the prototype loop, but it's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus,
Hmm.
but you have like an open world area where you can go and play with your kaiju powers, and then you go and fight the big bads. Oh no, there's a whole load of Yoju in here. Go and do this side mission.
Yep.
Like
well, they
very
could
almost
easily
like
do it.
Spider-Man game.
Hmm.
They could easily do it just like they did the Attack on Titan game.
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
See, I didn't like the
I never really got
series,
into
but the
Attack on
game
Titan.
was pretty fun.
I heard the game
You
was fun.
went in created your own
Okay.
character, and you had like a somewhat open world-ish area to explore and fight.
I'm like, oh look, a Titan.
Yeah.
Sure.
See, the way I'm picturing it is like it's based off of like story, so like you get a chunk of the story where you're playing as like Kafka and you run around in like a semi-open world during that part as Kafka, but when you hit a certain story beat, you switch who you're controlling and now you're controlling Ichikawa for a while and you can explore the same like area, but now you're using him and he has a different set of powers, and then you switch off and now you're using Kikuru because you hit this certain story beat and she plays differently than the other two. That sort
Yeah,
of
she
thing.
would have her big big melee weapon. He'd have ranged weapons. Kafka is Kaiju.
Yep.
Like I would love that. I'd play that game.
Kafka just
that'd be
like can only drag heavy weapons and just
yeah, human Kafka, like you're using the pistol, but like the
He's got his
recoil's a
hand
little
cannon,
too
exactly.
much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being a fun one. Again, I think that they'll do that at some point. I think we're gonna see like a couple of other animes games come out first. Like, I think there's a. Oh, let me double check on this. I could have sworn there was like a Chainsaw Man game in the works, and I feel like we'll see a Kaiju number 8 after that.
dude, that would be pretty sick to have.
Again, I could be wrong, but I
Chainsaw
think
Man was so good.
Dude, which is why that's the next anime we're gonna watch after this.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, so
Yeah, I haven't read the manga either. I have.
I'm gonna turn off your internet.
No, I'm already gonna have shitty internet when I move.
I'm gonna turn that off too.
Ah,
You'll have to go to Barnes and Oh,
that's an hour and a half away. Okay.
well, they're going bankrupt anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, so
Sure.
I can go there right now and just get some cheap shit, huh?
I'm thinking of going and
Yeah.
completing my Dragon Ball Super collection.
I've
I
honestly been thinking about that
I
too.
missed it. They pulled in Godzilla in Hell, like, and I got there a day late, and it was
Godzilla in Hell?
yes.
What the hell? I bet that looked cool.
Dude, have you not seen that?
No, I'm looking it up right now.
So I'm gonna end our recording at least. We can keep talking, but this has been our recaps of episodes 7 and 8 of the Kaiju number 8 on the Mega Monster Cast. Tune in next time where we are going to be talking about episodes 9 and 10. And when we have finished the season, the 12 episode season, we will start on our next anime, which is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man has a total of 13 episodes out right now with its first season, so that should be another short watch. After that, I've got a couple other anime I'm gonna spitball with these guys, but for now, that is the end of our episode. Any final thoughts?
I love it. Still loving it. Let's keep it going.
I can't believe what happens later on.
I mean,
Shut
hell.
up.
Anyway,
Shut up.
peace.
Can't believe that thing actually happened.
All right, we are done recording, but we are still live on YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Yep. Hi, YouTube. This is
Guess
where
what?
everything goes, but yes.
I'm gonna spoil everything at this exact moment.
Yep. No. Dope episodes. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this show ends. Episodes.
I'm so fucking excited for it.
I need to take notes on episodes 9 and 10, but like, holy shit, that the punch.
The rocket punch?
Yeah, where his legs literally grow jet thrusters, so he can.
I think his legs and his arms,
Yep.
like he gets elbow punch.
Yep. Oh, that was such a good scene.
I cried a little.
Yep. The way like he has to turn in front of everybody.
I cannot believe they pulled the will they won't they rook.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot believe they pulled it.
No, dude. Like it was one of the beats I thought was going to happen this season. I thought they were going to have to reveal them.
Absolutely not. They were forming the little conspiracy contingent.
Dun, dun, dun,
What
dun,
is
dun,
happening?
Shit's about to go wild, okay?
Oh, dude,
This is so
shit's gonna go
fucked.
bonkers.
It gets more fucked.
It's so fucked.
I mean,
On a
Alex,
scale of 1 to fucked.
Alex, you need to watch episode 11 too, because I buckled and watched
waiting-
11 also, and
I
11.
am now
pressured-
waiting for the English versions because the English actors are fucking intensely good.
They're going to be a week behind.
Yeah, you
I-
have to wait.
Don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I really enjoyed every actor. Like this is good.
Have you not been watching it dubbed?
Dude,
I've
both
never
are
watched
good.
it in dub. I only watched
Oh, I've been watching both. I
yeah.
love the dub in this.
The dub's
it in
really
dub.
good. Yeah,
It's one of the few
The dub
dubs I
is-
really enjoy.
the dub's
dub
great.
is so good.
The
I
subs
think the
are
dub's
good
better
too,
than the
though.
sub.
The subs have so Kikoru's Japanese voice actress is gonna play one of the characters in Chainsaw Man too.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, she's one of the main characters in Chainsaw Man, so that's gonna be kind of like a fun little nod there. She plays debatably my favorite character in that show because everybody
one?
loves power.
Oh my god, I love Power.
Yep. Again, same voice actress. She also plays Jolene in JoJo Part 6.
Jolene.
I do love that that is actually a thing they fucking sing in one of the episodes of that season. It's so good.
Oh, I wish the manga was fully colored.
I mean, you get color. Like some people go through and try to do like colored versions of it.
It's kind of cool.
I haven't found a colored one yet.
Don't read it.
Rock Glass House much?
What? I'm allowed to. You're not. I'm the asshole here for once. I insulted him. I love you.
Kill you.
Can't say that.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Super that's colored, but
Ew.
I'm not seeing a whole bunch of these.
I need to catch up on Super too. I haven't watched. I haven't read the newest stuff. The stuff superhero onward.
Now's the perfect chance since it's
I
suspended
haven't read.
indefinitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually halfway through reading the Tournament of Power, so I'm not caught up either.
It was so good. It was going so good. It was going so good.
Yeah, but like I get it. You kind of have to give like a bit of a break from a Toriyama property when Toriyama dies. Like I get that it's Toyotaro's thing now, but like
Exactly.
you still kind of have to give like that grace period of like, okay, he's passed, let's show some respect.
I wonder if the games are gonna slow down.
I mean, the newest one's just coming out soon, right?
September.
Month, right?
Yeah.
Oh, month after next. No, 3 months from now. Fuck, that's too long. Why does it have to
I
be
know.
during the school year?
Yeah,
I fucking
yeah.
hate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that
Yeah.
sucks.
I hate me
the
too.
game.
Yep.
Shut up.
You know what you need? You need to get some Mortal Kombat in. Okay, let's play some Mortal Kombat.
No, absolutely not. Dude, categorically refuse. Oh,
I played with him a little
Oh.
bit. I almost won
Yeah,
once.
he kept it. He kept his ground.
Only like a couple times. Most of the time.
He kept
I
his
kicked
ground.
ass.
no,
Don't tell
I'm
him
gonna
that.
play games with stories or co-ops or things. No.
The story is you're having fun with me.
The story
You had a
is-
Ghost Rider write that.
I don't have any Nicolas Cage around.
If only.
I never touched his tombstone and been near his tombstone.
Uh-huh.
I love that Nicolas
I
Cage
have.
is just dead in this scenario.
Nah, he's already got it. It's in New Orleans right now.
That doesn't shock me at all.
He has got a like cool, sick ass like pyramid ready for himself.
Ooh. Did y'all ever
Of
play
course.
Risk of Rain?
What?
Did y'all ever play the game Risk of Rain?
No, isn't that
No,
the
but
one
I
with
did play Mortal Kombat.
Isn't that Norman Reedus' game? Well, the one that Norman Reedus is in.
That's Death Stranding.
Oh, okay. Then no.
No, that's PT.
That's also PT.
No, that's the Walking Dead game.
That's also the Walking Dead game.
All right.
But they just released a DLC for it, or it's on sale, and it's a great co-op adventure game. Roguelite style.
You know, it's a good cooperative game.
Helldivers?
What? No,
Yes.
no, God, no. I said great.
Helldivers? It's a great game. Shitty
Mortal
Sony.
Kombat.
We're done with this.
No,
We're over it.
we're never done. I'll convince somebody sooner or later to play again.
Oh, I have such a backlog of games that are better to play.
Yeah, but you don't have to
Dude,
pay for it.
I have so many
It's
games
remote play.
I've got to get through this summer.
No, I have to pay for it with my time, my trouble, my stress, and cortisol.
You don't. Okay, the last one, yes, but also Gigabash.
Gigabash is a lot of fun.
I already got that. I haven't yet to boot it, so
Okay.
need to do that.
Next week we're gonna do
Nick's
a
got
Gigabash
here.
stream.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Try to fucking get wrecked.
I did okay a couple of those times.
Yeah, you did.
Why are you so aggressive so suddenly?
I like fighting games and no one plays them with me.
Nobody wants to play with me.
Even the group I have around here, they're like, oh no, we gotta play something else. I'm like,
Castle Crashers just get an update.
ew.
This is why you need Smash.
That's all they want to play.
If you want a fighting game, it's Smash.
Smash fucking sucks. I said it.
64.
Huh?
Bring out your 64. Let's do the real Smash.
Okay, that one's different. That one is good.
Josh, you should play Fighter Z with Tech. He loves that game.
Okay.
The game is passable only.
I had fun with it.
The
when I
game is
played it.
passable only.
Bullshit. It's fucking great.
It's fun. It's just
Wreck shit. I will wreck your shit.
It's an entertaining experience.
I don't like the sweep motion activation.
Oh, you just be better.
I don't play fighting games. I don't like button mashing where button mashing isn't mashing. It's a coordinated dance. It's like I'm not gonna play my games like I'm at a fucking arcade.
Oh no, you don't do it like that. You do it like this. Like,
No, dude, you need to get like the action pad where it has like all the buttons on the
I
foot
want
press.
one. I want one.
I said no.
Let's see if you don't.
Right. All right, so not sponsored by this, but I'm going to hold this up in front of the camera. Get yourself some coffee pills, people. These expired 3 years ago, and I'm going to eat them.
Yeah.
They're from
This
Afghanistan.
feels like something where you should be playing. You should be playing getting over it, and every time you fall, take one or some shit. Like this feels like a challenge that should not have ever been attempted.
I ate
Do
some
it.
of these at work one day for conferences. I needed like energy to get through the day, and oh man, the amount of like, I love my coworkers, but they were giving me so much shit over this. It was great.
Ah. over there just twitching like, yeah.
They're like, you do realize these are expired, and like, we can't find out where they came from besides Afghanistan. I was like, all right, cool. I've already had a bunch of these.
Oh, sweet Afghanistanian coffee
You
pills.
guys
Hell
should have
yeah.
told me this 3 months ago when I started taking them. What games
Wait,
do I have on here that
wait
I'm
for the
feeling?
fighter packs to go on sale.
Which fighter packs?
I have 1. I need 2 and 3.
For what?
For Fighter Z?
Fighter Z.
Are you doing Fighter Z right now?
No, I have to. I have to watch Doctor Who now.
You don't fucking need to.
Pretty sure.
You're hearing it live. It fucking sucked. You want my review? It fucking sucked.
Why are you such an? You're just being such a Debbie Downer.
Oh no, that's great. That's a
Oh
great
boy, all
reaction.
this fucking build up. All this fucking build up.
We could
Just
talk about
be
the
let
acolyte
down.
if you like.
All that fucking build up and it fucking sucked. You know what? Acolyte did 2 good things. They killed some motherfuckers. But then, big twist, we already saw that coming. Big twist, they cut her hair so she looks more like her sister. And then kidnaps her so she can get close to Saul. But you know what would have been great? If we didn't see her cut her hair, so we would have just thought it was Osha next to Saul the entire time, and then we could have just flashed back and saw actual Osha
literally
laying on the ground.
The writing is just so childish.
It's holding the audience's hand every step of the fucking way, and it's aggravating.
You cannot take risks whatsoever.
That's because
and
the
your
writers
audience
don't
are
trust you.
stupid.
They don't think you're smart enough to understand the show.
I don't think they were smart enough to understand the show.
Yeah, because like
they wrote it.
The first episode has so many absolute contradictions in it. It's unbelievable.
Like the second episode has so many contradictions.
Like
the third
in their
episode,
own words.
So many.
Like you wrote this. Why you didn't have like literally one of the ones that just stood out to me was Carrie-Anne Moss' character goes, "A Jedi never uses their weapon unless they're prepared to kill." How many times have we seen hands cut off? In that same episode, we see Yord use his lightsaber as a light. As a light. A flashlight.
And to threaten someone.
Like, do you hear you? You wrote this. You didn't have to write this. It's your rules.
No, that had to be written.
I like how, May spent 16 years looking for her sister, who was very publicly available.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's not secret who are Jedi. They have an archive.
I need to kill all the Jedi to revenge my sister. My sister's alive? Oh, I'm just going to turn myself into the Jedi and betray the Sith. Joke's on you. I'm actually still with them. I'm betraying my sister now to continue killing the Jedi.
Hell yeah.
Fuck off with that shit.
Well, dude, like the end of the first episode was Jedi cannot be killed with weapons of steel.
But iron.
What did we see in the first 5 seconds of that show? A Jedi killed with a knife. And a knife defeats a lightsaber, so therefore knife better than lightsaber. We already knew that kicking was the #1 most effective attack method in all of Star Wars, but I didn't know that knife beats lightsaber too.
Not only that, but we have evidence that Mandalorians use actual bullets because they can't deflect them. What do we get this? We got a fucking lightsaber that deflected a knife. Like, cut it, and it went... Not just it went through, melted, and straight the slag hit him like it's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean that's why slug throwers are used so much against Jedi because you can't deflect or you can't reflect a slug thrower. It's just so disappointing.
Yeah, everything Josh has told
I'm
me
gonna
about
use-
the show is bad.
Apparently,
I wanna-
the Acolyte has the lowest rating of any Star Wars property of all time, excluding the Christmas special.
Not. I think it beat it finally.
Cool.
Really? I got a migraine
Yep.
from watching the Christmas special, so
I watch the Christmas special
that is
every year,
the
so
only correct response, Nick.
yeah.
An active rebellion of your body.
Oh yeah, no, like I watched it with a bunch of friends. We all started getting migraines. We like paused it and went to go like get water, and then like talked about how our heads stopped hurting when we left the room.
oh, I watch it every year.
I believe it, yes.
Sober. I watch it every year. Sober.
That's a decision. That's
That is, yeah.
that is the real decision there.
Oh yeah.
Still better fucking writing than the Acolyte. What's more entertaining, Acolyte or watching a grown fucking Wookiee have a mind sex game thing going on?
Okay, that's not fair. Because that's hilarious.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Like that's hilarious. That's the exception here.
I still make the sound.
What amount of cocaine?
That Carrie Fisher was doing on the site and no one else.
Pretty sure whoever directed it.
Probably
Pretty
right.
sure there was a lot of writing that was drug induced.
Nope. It was all sober. I just didn't understand anything about fucking Star Wars. I do like the fact that Carrie was just like, I'll do this, but I have to sing. And that's how they got her.
Wherever your line is, I suppose.
She has a wonderful voice. Okay, she has a wonderful singing voice. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. B. Arthur doesn't have a tremendous singing voice.
Oh, God, B. Arthur.
Prove me wrong that B. Arthur does the worst decision of her fucking life in that movie.
Not good.
Fucking creepy ass volcano headed stranger man. Yeah, I'll go home with you after being stalked.
All right. Well, I gotta sign off, y'all.
Yep. So,
Pour another drink in my hole.
Later, guys.
God.
See ya.
I'm gonna stop the stream, but I'm gonna stay in.